first of all, we make gin and we make whiskey. Kind of big thing about us is that we're eco-conscious, so we're actually 100% carbon neutral and sustainable, and one of the first in Ireland. Brand-wise, we specialise in gin. Our gin is called Shin Gin. It's this one right here. It's actually my mother's masterpiece. And then whiskey-wise, my dad handles the specialising in that. We have Oosh, which is like our entry level. It's what I call it our everyday whiskey. And then we have our Clan Colour series, which are a bit more of our kind of aged premiums. That starts at 7 and then goes all the way up to 20. But yeah, that's kind of what we do. We make good whiskey and good gin while doing it in a sustainable way. If you go into Ahascragh, right in the middle of the village, there was an old mill. I think it was the 18th century old mill. We've actually renovated that into our distillery. So it's in the same spot, right opposite the little bridge on the River Sut. And we also own a cafe and a restaurant in Ahascragh as well. So getting a little bit more joy in there. For us personally, I guess, as I said earlier, it's kind of like our family goal to do all this here. We actually used to live out in Asia. We lived in Shanghai and Hong Kong. So when we first founded the distillery, Asia was always the end game. We always thought that the Irish, I guess not just Irish whiskey, but Irish spirits as a whole was quite lacking all throughout Asia. We couldn't really find, not niche, but a bit more specialized gins or whiskeys or even poutine. And so when we started all this, we really wanted to get out here, get out to Asia, especially Japan with the fantastic culture they have here with the nightlife, with the highballs, for example. They're just fantastic. And so we really wanted to push over here more than like further west, like the US, for example. It's always been a goal of ours. So that's how I did the board via kind of market mission out here in Tokyo. Our gin is kind of like a mix and match of flavors between Ireland and Southeast Asia. So we'd have about 3 of the botanicals that are sourced locally around the Ahascragh. And then the rest of it's all sourced from Asia. Just because they don't, the likes of lemongrass and persimmon, they won't grow in Ahascragh, sadly. Whiskey-wise, our whiskey is currently maturing. It's going to be ready next year, as we only opened our distillery in 2023. So at the moment, what we do is we sourced in aged whiskey and then finish the maturation process ourselves. So for example, the likes of our 7-year-old would buy in 5-year-old whiskey and finish it ourselves then.